Hey there guys, how's it going? This is Tremisphere bringing you a live hangout session with the UK Motovloggers once again. Say hi guys.
Hey guys,
So I've got
ladies.
UK Demon Motovlogs and Anstegosaurus with me currently, and we're going to be getting some more people in and answering some Q&A questions again. So that'll be good.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, if we get more,
Getting
if we get more viewers this week.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let
so
me just
today,
check.
I don't think I've told you guys yet that I went to. I told Stego because I wanted to get him really jealous. But we went to a bike little meetup down in Hornsey. It was pretty cool.
Aw,
But
Hornsey. Why do I know that?
there was about 3 miles of bikes that we had to drive through. It was ridiculous.
Ooh.
It was pretty cool, but a lot of the bikers down there are proper up their own ass. We had honestly, you won't believe it. Like, there's a couple of guys that we went past, and one guy pulled up next to me at the lights and called me an asshole and everything for overtaking him. I was like, "Whoa, mate, chill
You
out."
get that at bike shows, it's all the elitists.
Oh, can't be doing that. They're just
Summer
dumbass.
riders.
Where's Hornsey?
Do I need to? It's Hornsey's near Hull.
Oh.
Stego, do I need to send the YouTube link as well as the Google Plus, or can I just send the Google Plus?
What on?
Facebook.
If
Ah, man, come back.
send both of them, the Google Plus one for if anyone wants to do questions, and YouTube for just watching it,
Okay.
if anyone wants to watch it.
Oh, what a cute little bunny rabbit. Oh.
What a cute little. Oh God, no!
Is that the
Please, no!
Is that the Monty Python scene with the white rabbit? So freaking good.
Oh, I finished my chicken sandwich.
So,
Oh.
how are you liking the new bike, Demon? Because I haven't really asked you about it, really.
Yeah, it's going well. I had a little blast on it, but it's nothing like a 400 or 600, you little.
That's the advantages of passing your test, mate.
Shush you.
But at the show today, they were listing all these new bikes. Like, they had the brand new Gix 1000, the brand new Shaped 1000, all these amazing bikes, and they let us sit on them. They were like, if you want to sit on any of these bikes, just do it. So I got to sit on a brand new Gix 1000, which is freaking incredible.
Breaking virginity.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to get off it. I sat on a brand new MT-09,
They're nice.
brand new CB1000. There's the CB1000. I would actually get as my next bike because, like, I've never had my ass it's like it's been held while you're sat on the bike. It's incredible, and it's the comfiest bike I've ever sat on, and it looks proper badass. Look, I'll show you a picture on camera.
What I'm thinking of, if I get this new job, I'm gonna get a project bike and just
See
build it
that?
up. It looks.
That was
What is it?
that was the CB1000 in red and black, and then I'll see if I can find.
It reminds me of the Kawasaki Z1000.
And that was the Jigsaw that I sat on. If you can see that.
Make it out, and it just looks beautiful. What I can make out.
Is that better? It's like blue. It was like blue and like fluorescent.
Yeah, they've done it right way.
It
So,
would look better if you got rid of the second seat.
I don't know, cause you see, I wouldn't ever buy a bike without a second seat now. Now that I've taken a pillion and stuff, it's just so handy just to be able to
Let
throw.
them sit on the tank.
I ain't a stuntman yet, but
You can get those covers, can't you? The coil things.
Yeah.
you can get hump covers. But you see, the advantage of having a back seat cover, unless it looks awful, there's no taking it
Yeah.
off.
Exactly.
Right. And my bed is made.
I mean, I've been trying to figure. I can't exactly do it yet. You guys might have heard of something, but I'm trying to figure out a way of carrying a spare lid with me most of the time without.
Have you got the on the side of your bike? There's normally like this hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's normally a helmet carrier, but there's nothing on mine because it's obviously super.
You should probably try and put it on your pillion seat and then just strap it
Yeah.
around or something.
Like a little kid or something.
You little
Or
cat.
to, like, I know you can get the backpacks that are like, big enough to stick a helmet in.
Well, today was the first ever day that I've used a tank bag. Never used one before, and it's probably the best thing I've ever had on my bike, honestly. Like, you can have your mobile phone, and I know I'm totally against mobile phones, but there's a little clear patch on the back that you can put your phone in. So if you're sat in traffic, you can just click it to check the time and see if anyone's called you or anything.
See, the advantage of my bike, it's actually got a time, the clock on the dash.
I fucking hate you.
It's got literally everything. I looked at it when I first brought it. I was like, oh, what's this? And it's like, oh, it's your battery gauge. I was like, a what? It's like, your battery voltage gauge. I was like, why do I even need this? And it tells you what gauge your power is. I was like, oh, okay. And you know when you see it just drop down to 1 bar, you're like, no. No.
See, that's really annoying because my bike doesn't even have a freaking petrol gauge.
I've never had one. I've never had a petrol gauge, and I won't ever need one. I'll just keep running out of petrol in random locations.
I'll tell you, when I didn't have one on my Aprilia either, but when I had my Yamaha YBR back in the day, that had a petrol gauge, and that was actually super. It was handy, but when you learn how to gauge petrol, you can do it literally to the last drop. When you know how many miles you're gonna get.
Well, I ran out the other day on the Bandit, just riding around, and it just suddenly goes. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Out the cutscene, rolled to the side of the road, it just died. I was like, okay, right, reserve, fuck it.
Well, at least
you see, you're smart like that, but I mean, Fruity will be joining us soon. But Fruity literally goes to reserve and just keeps going. Doesn't know when to stop.
The second I was in reserve, I was making my way. Like I had about 1.5 miles to go to the petrol station. Most of it through like town and stuff like that. I was just like, it's gonna make it. Get there, get halfway, red light. I'm just there shouting at this red light. Fucking change, you cunt! Fucking go forward, a car goes, so I'm like, move it! I'm running out of fucking petrol! I need to go!
See, your stories sound great because you haven't got a petrol gauge. But I ran out of petrol and I've got a petrol gauge the other day. So I've had to push it 1.5 miles just to get to a petrol station. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die.
What's the difference between your bike and an actual YZF then? Because as soon as I heard what your bike was called, I instantly went onto eBay to see how much they were, and all I got was parts. Like I could not find a single one on there.
Well, the only difference I think is the engine. Well, there's 3 difference. Some can't even say the word. It's like ching chong bada bitty ting tong thing. I'm like, what on earth?
Are the pistons made of like chewed up soy sauce?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't want to find out. But like, I know there's 3 things, and it's the engine, and mine's air cooled and carbs, not injected.
I gotta say, I did.
£2,000 cheaper.
When I looked at your bike, the colour kind of threw me at first because I was kind of like, I've never seen a YZF in green, so I imagined it had a custom paint job at first.
Yeah.
But then when I actually found out what it was, now I've got compared them a bit. I've got to say yours does look a bit better than a YZF. The headlights are a lot nicer.
Oh, the projector headlights are so much better.
They're a lot nicer.
Now then.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we?
Alright, that's about.
Good lad.
Yeah, but the headlights are projectors, so I want angel eyes for them. But it's just trying to figure out what fits and what doesn't.
I tried to get angel eyes on my Aprilia, and they are good, but they're just a bitch to set up.
Yeah, what I said.
You got to think, like, you would only really be allowed white, because if you got pulled, you'd probably get your license banned if you didn't have white.
Oh, yeah.
If you have any other colour than white or green, I think you're allowed green.
No, I think green you're not allowed because it's
it's a doctor's
isn't
car,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not allowed it.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the ones I sent on the Motor Social page, and they're just red when they ain't lit, but when they're lit, they're white.
Yeah, you see, the thing is with that, it's they're good. You just need to learn. You just need to know how you're gonna wire them up, because you're gonna need to take your plastic
I'm letting the
casing
shop
off
do that,
your
don't worry.
headlights, and then you're gonna have to somehow wire that to your battery. So that's gonna be a bit of a faff.
Yeah, it's why I'm letting the shop do it. I'm gonna pay them to do it.
Alright, that's not a bad idea.
But then that's why you get Chinese bikes. You can do all these things to it, and everything just works.
Sometimes, unless it sets on fire with you.
Yeah, that's like the major risk with Chinese bikes, but only in rare occasions.
Yeah, so I get the rare occasions then. I'm the special one.
Oh look, my bike's on fire. Shit.
It matches the orange. It was actually not really.
Did someone's bike actually catch fire?
Yeah, mine.
Oh, bad times.
Yeah, an orange pulse adrenaline literally turned orange.
Oh,
really nice. I just haven't admitted it.
I was
There's
telling you guys,
nitrous.
I was telling you guys a minute ago about the journey that me and Fruity have been on today, and
Yeah.
God, I didn't tell him about the guy that I passed. We passed this guy and overtook him, like I said. But what I didn't tell you was he actually pulled up outside the police station, and we thought he was going to report us, didn't we?
If he did, he's just a fucking crybaby.
You get that with like you go to like all these bike events and everything. I just accidentally closed the hangout. My bad. You get that all the bike events. It's always they're in summer, so you always get the summer riders.
Yeah.
Who just feel like they're better than everyone because they only ride in good weather.
Oh, it's sunny. I'll get my bike out because I'm an elitist. Fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, I've got this lovely polished bike that's only been rode 4 times this year.
Do you know what he was riding as well? A fucking Buell. A Buell. Fuck off. It's borderline a Harley.
A bit shit. It wasn't very nice at all, and he was just. You see, the thing is, it's all right when the main reason he got pissed was because there was a massive convoy of bikes, and we obviously wanted to get around them all. So Fruity went and overtook on the right, and I went and overtook and followed him, and this guy was just ploughed into the centre of the road. He would not move an inch. And when I went up and got quite close to him and overtook him, he starts like losing his shit, and I'm like, well, mate, if you just tap your brakes and ease off a bit, there's going to be no accident, you know what I mean? But he thinks
There
he's
was like 8 of them, and they were just all over the place.
oh, it's doing my head
So I was like, no, I'm not sitting here behind these. I'm off.
How old was he roughly? Probably what? 40s
Probably
maybe?
Yeah, late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah. You know the type of rider.
Well, it's kind of depressing because when we went to this meet today, I swear to God, me and Fruit were the youngest people.
It's
Actually,
all
no,
the
no,
middle-
there was a couple of guys on mopeds, but like I swear we were like in mopeds they had full leathers, and we're just there like in jeans.
It was funny. It was a good day, like, you know.
At least if they're on mopeds, at least they're taking their shit seriously, I guess.
I know,
just
but like, this is what me and Fruity were saying today. Like I ride a 400 sports bike. He rides a 600 Hornet. We don't even have full leather, so why the hell do they need them?
Well, I was riding. I went to work this morning. I got there and I was early, so I thought, fuck it, I'll go Mackey's, get a Big Mac. Happy days. Pull into Mackey's. As I'm going in there, these 2 mopeds go out, and one of them nods at me. They're there in a short shirt and fucking shorts, and I just shook my fucking head like, fuck off.
I don't mind that if, like, we were saying this today, I don't mind it if you're going around the corner and you're squidding, but I would never wear shorts for a start. But, like,
No.
I'll hold my hand up. I've done it.
Oh, I've done it, same here, but like, I wouldn't do it on a big bike. I used to do it on my moped, but now I've got a bike, I wouldn't do it.
I did it last week.
Oh, you're terrible.
Smack you.
I was going to the
I can't
co-op.
be seen with you anymore.
Oh,
Going,
no.
going down the street offering me khaki shorts on. It was
Trem,
elitist.
does anybody have the link to the chat?
I can send it.
Yes.
We can find it.
Might need to post it on Facebook.
I have done. It's on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Is it on your channel thing? Oh, I don't want to shut that down.
I'll tell you what I'll do actually.
No, I might put it on my channel actually. That won't be a bad idea.
Where is the link? Because I'll tweet it or something.
It's on Motor Social. Go to Motor Social.
Oh, wait, hang on, wait. Did you hear that? He's going to tweet it. We're now going to Twitter.
What's Twitter? I've never heard of Twitter before.
I like Twitter. Twitter's good. You can be a dick on Twitter.
You can
I'm
be
a
on
dick
Twitter and
everywhere
no one
else.
knows.
Exactly why you call it Twatter.
I think it actually says on my YouTube profile, Twitter. I'm 100% sure it does.
Can I get an honest opinion of you lot of what you think of roast me? Have you heard of this stuff yet?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. It's fucking funny.
It's on
as shit.
Reddit. People are posting pictures of themselves and asking people to roast them, and they just get abused over the internet.
Why would you? Why would
Like-
you do that?
Like there isn't enough abuse on the internet as there is. Now they want people to not physically abuse them, but like mentally.
It's brilliant. It is honestly. If they want to do it, then just do it.
Do it!
Just do it.
But I don't know. It's another one of them weird fucking one of them weird trends that people are coming up with. Like
I think it's like. I think it was last year they had the ice bucket challenge, wasn't it?
that was fun. I enjoyed that.
You know then within 12 months, they've gone to now. Please, people, just abuse me for fun.
Yeah, but do you remember the Harlem Shake? Right? There are still people making them. Right? You go on YouTube and put in Harlem Shake and filter it for today. Guarantee you there'll be one.
Still?
Yep.
Oh
No.
my God.
We're just getting old.
We are. God, don't say that.
We complain too much.
Joe, you're the youngest one here, okay?
Yeah, just thought I'd rub it in for you.
I ain't complaining. If people want to carry on doing Harlem Shake, fill your boots, mate. Fill your boots.
I typed in a while ago compilation of the best ones, and there are some amazing Harlem Shakes. The one with the horse mask are the best.
Last hour. Oh my God, there was one uploaded 47 minutes ago.
Boom!
Seriously?
Told you.
Are these people using like Internet Explorer and they're finding this out just now?
They're a year, but they're like 2 years behind.
I've just created some new text and I can't fucking find it. This is just perfect. I'm making you a banner, Fruity. Aren't I good to you?
You doing a what now?
I'm making you a banner.
Oh, cheers.
Oh, you know what? I feel like I need a banner.
I think you need to fuck off.
Maybe I need.
I'll even show you the text that I've spent the past 2 hours making. It looks fan-dabby-dozy. It looks freaking mint. Right, how do I share my screen?
There's a button somewhere.
Really? Where is it? Capture.
There you go, screen share.
Where? Ah, there it is. Okay. Entire screen. I will share my entire screen. Okay. Promise me you won't look at my Pornhub page.
Midget porn. What on earth have you got?
I cannot promise that.
Can everyone see?
Holy shit.
What is going on there?
What the fuck? Hang on, this is not right.
I can see the time.
That is so confusing.
What the fuck is that about?
Can you see that?
Oh yeah. I see
Yeah,
that.
there we go.
That's pretty good. I
That's
like
the
that.
new one I made for me, and the one I made for you.
Oh god, let it go on. I thought it. Oh.
Why is there like 20?
I don't know, and that's the one
Why
I
is
made for you.
that?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. It's great.
Just me and Stego now.
So where's mine?
Oh,
You don't
no,
fucking
Me and
get it.
Stego to go.
I'm gonna stop you right there, because it's right fucking here.
Oh, and I have not got one.
It's right here. End
You
on.
probably will. You probably will. Look. Yeah, see, there you are. And stick aside.
Boom.
So we've discovered that you're looking at music tattoos and stuff like this.
And hoodie.
Avenged Sevenfold tattoos.
Oh lord.
I don't know why I have a random picture of Patrick Stewart on my
I've got a picture of Patrick Stewart as well. I'm not
It's
the
just
only
gotta
one.
be done. Here's
Well,
what
we
you
know what porn you have now then.
Does it look like a bitch? Hey.
Oh, Samuel, legend.
So, just. Sort of ice cream.
I've got so many memes, it's unreal. This is one of my favourites. Studies prove that bald people have no hair.
Hang on. Whoa. Hang on, what?
That's how I wake up in the morning. It's a beautiful day, just not as beautiful as me. Oh, good old Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Right,
Wait, what
I'll
bike?
I'll
What
stop.
bike was that? Hang on, I saw a picture.
Oh, no, I can't. That's my next bike reveal.
What, the R6?
It's a Gixxer 750. No, after I sat on that Gixxer 1000 today, I think I'm converted.
You think you're converted?
I don't know. That
$750.
CB 1000 had me drooling.
That CB car.
I just want to see the 2015
It was
one.
fruity. It was lifting my jaw off the floor.
Those CB cars are pretty cool.
You know,
Oh,
fuck Z1000 for me, the old version, the
I've just found a picture
2013.
of the Gixxer 1000.
Oh, here, hold on. Callum can't access the Q&A for some reason.
Brain.
What link would I have to send in? Would it be the event page?
Yeah, I think that would be it. Probably. I've got a picture here of the Gixxer 1000.
We don't want to see your porn.
the blue one. The only problem I have with it is that exhaust needs to change.
Yeah, I don't like the exhaust put on new bikes. Like these little silly things that are tucked underneath. I don't like them.
They look really nice on the Ducatis because they're like integrated with the frame. But like, I mean, even the stock exhaust on Gixxers have the best stock exhaust by far.
Well, I don't like on the new Gixxer the bit where it's got the just on, like in the middle of the fairing, Uki. It's like, you know, you haven't got anywhere to put the rest of the sus, so just don't. Please.
They're
Don't do it.
cool. I mean, hold on, I'm on Google and just show the showcase, not Q&A. Oh, that's weird.
Have you enabled the Q&A?
I have. I enabled it when I set the thing up.
Well.
Would there be any reason for that? Would I have to send us? Maybe I need to send the video. Is the video embedded one the one you used to join the?
No, the one to join is if you're in on this page here. I'll tell you what I'll do actually. I'll have a look for it myself.
Okay, probably best.
Because I know what I'm looking for, kind of sometimes.
Kind of sometimes. But yeah, of all the new bikes today, I mean, the new R1 was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, you got to think about your butt.
It's not meant to be a comfortable bike.
It's meant to just go fast.
It's meant to just have your ass ragged around a track. Let's be honest.
Right, this is probably gonna like completely trip out the thing right now because I'm on the page. Please don't start playing it. Are you going to watch? Yes, I'm watching it. Links.
Oh, you're the only person. Oh, here we go. Click the select button to answer the question. Oh, we've got a question.
Got it? What is it working?
Testing. What a great question.
Yes, it is work.
What a fantastic question.
Right. Hang on. It's Jesus Christ, what's it doing? Shit. Right. So I've just got it loading. I'm now watching it myself.
You are the one viewer.
I am the one viewer. Questions. Just does it work?
You're going to put a question in there for us. That's a whole new level of low.
We have no questions.
Oh, fun times. But yeah, I mean the R1 was alright. I was quite disappointed with the Fireblade, to be honest.
I think personally, I'm not really a fan of the Hondas just because I've got a friend who really likes Hondas.
That's a really bad reason not to like Honda.
Oh god.
I'll be honest, I don't think any of the Japanese brands apart from Yamaha have anything this year that I'm interested in.
God. Have you seen it outside, Fruity?
Yeah, my mate's just gone, can you come round to my house with my keys? I'm like, no, because it's pissing down.
Oh my god, that's like a monsoon, man.
Oh wait, hang on, you're getting the weather that I had yesterday and the day before.
No. We had this last night as well.
This is the worst storm I've ever seen.
I thought you were going to say it was a midget invasion.
If I was out there on my bike now, I'd be dead. Easy. I'm not even kidding. Like, you need a raft to get home.
Hang on, let me just quickly.
I wish I could get my camera out the window. This is ridiculous. I might open the window. If you hear me scream, it's because I'm dying.
I've just sent you a picture of what I'm seeing right now.
A whole hailstorm and everything there.
Oh my Jesus, no.
Just as he steps out the window, it's just going to be hail.
My room nearly flooded. Oh my god, there's thunder and all that. Hello?
Yeah, well,
Oh
let's
man.
just take a minute to appreciate the actual clusterfuck that is. Oh my lord.
The fuck?
Oh, I didn't know we was in like the tropics.
Yeah. Can you
They're
hear
in
the thunder?
I don't understand this weather.
I did hear that.
I just peed my pants a little bit and scared us.
Hey, there's two dense cunts walking down fucking road.
Someone ask a question.
They're walking a dog.
Sorry, I'm like, you're asking lots of questions and I'm just bewildered by this monsoon.
Yeah, we're ignoring
Right, let's close the curtains.
your question.
Right,
I
we
did-
actually have a question. Let's ignore all of Stegos because no one cares. any
I
of you
did
Any of you guys use a Drift Ghost S? If so, how did you fix the high mic volume problem? Even on the minimum settings, it distorts my voice. I have a
Go.
GoPro and I can answer this question. You can't fix it.
You can, I know.
This is well, you might be able to, but the main
Yeah, I've got the ghost.
that's the main problem with the Drift Ghost S is that it doesn't have self-leveling audio. So unless you wanna, unless Fruity can tell me otherwise, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it
the
doesn't.
only way you can actually fix it is to go into a sound
Settings.
sound settings and actually change your audio volume.
Yeah,
Which is
It might be that if you put your settings on low, if you've done the new update, it might be that. So if you take it back and update, it might actually work properly. 'Cause
Oh
my
my God.
friend's having sound problems.
My GoPro just snapped. Are you fucking shitting me?
Wait, what?
My GoPro.
Oh, GoPros.
My GoPro arm just snapped. Look. What the fuck?
See, me and Fruity
What
don't
is
have
this
this problem.
wizardry? Look, it snapped. Gone forever. That's my only mount.
Forever unclean.
That's not cool, man. I'm really upset. I'm
Wait,
gonna complain to
have you not got any mounts? Because I've got like 12 of them.
Oh, you tell me this now when I needed one for my SJ. Gee.
No, not the ones that stick onto things, but the actual ones that are like.
Yeah, I've needed them.
You've needed them. Why has no one told me? I've got loads.
Please
Have
send
you not been on Facebook for this decade?
that's actually my mount for my freaking icon variant, so I need a new one. Oh god damn it! I just saw it then I was like, why is it wiggling so much? And it just snapped off. Look.
Do you still have your Elmo one?
Yeah, I do actually. I don't like wearing it that much anymore. I feel like an absolute cunt in it.
That's just you naturally.
Look how sad he is because I don't wear him anymore.
You've taken him off.
Look at it.
It looks like you've
Deflated.
like skinned him.
Fucking
What's he doing?
Oh, that's not a GoPro mount. That's a plug.
We got some more questions, but we can't see it
Okay.
because of Stegos one.
Well, we've answered the Drift Ghost. Is there actually any way to
What I found to do is just
I've got drill bits. Does anyone want drill bits?
find a microphone with the lowest sensitivity you can.
Hell, are you? Yeah.
That's what he said he's done, and it still distorts. So, as far as I'm aware, the only way you can change that factor is to get a GoPro.
By getting a GoPro.
Yeah, get a GoPro.
I think we need to remove Stegos questions because there's like.
Stego, you can fuck off. How do I delete question? Okay. Let's
That's
delete
just-
all Stegos because no one actually cares.
Yeah.
Wow.
How are you? Yeah. Emma actually.
I'm looking through my box of where shit normally is, and I've found a couple items
Right,
for this
we have a
giveaway. I'm
question.
gonna do.
I reckon my AGVK3SV, I don't know what that is, I think it's a helmet. I'm tempted to get another, however, what opinions on other helmets? What a great topic, 'cause I love talking about helmets. Let me get my helmet.
Oh, God.
Let me get the helmets out.
Let me get the scrolls of all the lists and everything there.
Whilst he's going to get his helmet, I've just like gone through my box of shit where shit normally is, and I
Yeah.
found a couple things that I might give away in the giveaway I'm gonna do. I've got
Nice.
3 universal drill bits and a plug. No GoPro shit though. So far,
The best answer you will ever get.
and another plug.
Look how tanned I am, guys. It's like I'm from the Caribbean or some shit. And then, look, I'm now a farmer.
Farm.
It's
Anyway, back
exactly the same as I've got, bro.
Okay,
question.
this is my original Nolan helmet. Right, Nolan helmets are shit, so let's not go with that. They actually are, they're terrible, they're not very good. Right, and then I've got my RI. I'd recommend an RI if you can afford one. I think isn't there an offer on an Infinity at the minute, Fruity? For 'em?
On our eyes,
Yeah, RIs and shoeies, I think they're on for like 200 quid.
I think it's it's some of the cheaper models.
Yeah, and then the best helmet you will ever buy. 1 minute. Is an Icon variant. Everyone needs an Icon variant. They're
variants.
they're so fucking.
I want to ask you about that. Like, I'm after one if I can get this job.
Buy one. They're
Does it
so
suit
cool.
a sport bike?
Oh yeah, I mean, I wear a bloody race bike and I wear this.
Exactly, because you've got the VFR, so Obviously, because I've got like the YZF rip-off thing.
Fucking RVF, I love you now.
Sorry.
But yeah, like I think Icon helmets are like absolutely great.
I mean,
Yeah,
even if you don't get the variant, the Air Mardas and shit like that are good.
Well, hell, Fruity's
Yeah,
the
that's
one
it.
to talk to about the constructs. He's got one.
I've got the airframe. It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
let's look. I sort of like the variant look more.
The variant is absolutely quality. I mean,
Yeah.
The sun visor does nothing.
You see, it's weird because you look at the peak and you think, well, if I'm a sports bike rider, why do I need a peak? But the brilliant thing is that it actually ventilates. I'm gonna actually show you this.
Yeah, it gets rid of air, but it doesn't do anything for
All
sun.
to do with air intake. It's really clever. All them
Mm.
holes in there are for air intake, so your head never gets thrown about with your helmet. It's just proper aerodynamic. It's great.
What? Unless you do a left shoulder, unless you check over your left shoulder when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
going at about
nearly pulls
100.
your neck off.
Yeah. Is it safe for me to pull it? Fuck.
Or you could put a mohawk on like that for extra badassness.
Isn't that what everybody with an Icon variant does?
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna be different and not do it.
I just saw Downshift with it and I thought that looks balling, so I had to do it.
But for helmets, I reckon Icon and Array are probably the best.
Icon and Arai and Shuey are like your best ones, but the
I
beauty
like AGV's helmets look pretty nice.
AGV do good lids.
there are some nice X-Lights I've seen in a couple of bike shops, but they've really gone like
I think
out the
for-
window. I never like,
I think money
Scorpion are
talks
good.
really though. Because you can
Right.
buy an expensive helmet and it can be crap. You can buy a cheap helmet and it'd be good.
Well, you see the thing is when you buy an Arai, most of the time you can actually get it fitted to suit your head. When I
Exactly.
I went to Birmingham Motorcycle Show to get my Arai, and they actually custom fitted it for me there and then.
Yeah, well, I had a Viper before. Like, I've got the boxes here. And I spent 50 quid. And I loved that helmet. Because it was comfortable, not as windy. But when I had my crash, I brought this Shark. And I can honestly say, the quality in higher money is so much better.
You're echoing like cray cray. Why is that?
Chris,
Why? It's not me.
I have no idea.
has
Right.
it stopped that?
We'll carry
Nope.
on anyway. Yeah, you see, the thing is with helmets is, I think it comes down to personal preference. To be honest, Icon are reasonably priced, good quality. Arai are obviously very good quality, but that reflects on the price. So
Personally, I mean, I don't like helmets. Like what Fruity's got, the circular fucking thing. I don't like it.
Hmm.
It just looks like a watermelon on your head.
right, we've got a question from Emma as well. Since Joseph is forcing me, Joseph, you evil bastard.
I did not do that.
How much gear do you think a learner on a 125 should wear? Dumb question, but I don't really want to wear a full leather suit. Well,
Get good textile stuff.
Gore-Tex is good.
I wear textile.
Gore-Tex on a 125 is completely pointless. Helmet,
If you look outside, I completely disagree.
right? If it's raining like that and you're riding your bike, you're gonna get wet regardless if you're wearing Gore-Tex or not.
True, but it
I would
seems
say-
clothing, doesn't it?
A decent, like you get decent textiles, quite cheap as well. Yeah, and then you can get the Fox ones. You can get a whole textile 2-piece for like.
We
100
went to
quid.
a biker cafe last week, and I saw a guy in a YZF 125 and a Aprilia RS 125, and they were both in more gear than most people at that freaking cafe. And I know they're 125 race bikes, but there is no need to have that much gear on. You know what I mean? Unless you're going like track day, there's no need to have full leathers.
I bet you they're probably going along the road as well. The bike completely upright, and they're like leaning off the side with their knee outwards.
I mean, like today, I got my knee down pretty far today, but granted, it would have been better if I had knee sliders because I wouldn't have been scared of catching my knee on the floor. But you can
Just
still
rip
get,
through, man. Rip through.
Oh yeah, just tear my knee up and just be like,
Yeah.
I've
You'll
done
be
that.
fine.
You don't
Well, yeah,
need them.
like-
You don't need knees.
yeah, don't need knees, just ride with my hands. Yeah, that's cool.
Good change here. 1 second.
But I mean, it's not exactly. You got to think about pricing as well. I went into our bike shop. I priced up on Saturday how much a Dainese jacket and bottoms would be. 620 quid.
Yeah, that's the problem with Dainese. It's like really fucking expensive.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Like, if I had Dainese gear, I'd probably never need any more.
Have you seen? I know. I think it's Alpine Stars. They've got this full leather race suit, $2,500.
Yeah, that's like the best you can buy though, because it's all ventilated leather.
No, it's actually got like
Alpine Stars.
it's got computer technology in it that has airbags and shit like that. And if you're gonna like go down, it senses what part of you hits the floor and it sets an airbag off.
That is actually pretty cool. You're talking to like the biggest Alpine Stars fanboy on this talk anyway, it's Fruity. Everything he buys is Alpine.
I fucking hate Alpine Stars.
Fuck off.
They're shite.
It's
I bought a pair of
fucking
Alpine Star gloves and I gave them away.
What gloves were there?
The I don't know what they were, but they were like shorthand gloves basically, and they were fucking shite.
Were they SMX2?
Nah, probably not. Look, I'll have a look because it'll be on my buying history.
What's that, your
somewhere.
gloves?
See, I wear textile, so I don't mind them, but they're not expensive.
I used to wear textile, but just leather, I don't know what it is about leather, it just finishes the look, you know what I mean? If I'm wearing a textile jacket and then I put a leather jacket on, I just look better with a leather jacket.
You wear leather and people look at you and they think, damn, he's a badass.
Yeah!
Power Ranger.
It's the full package, innit? It's not just riding the bike, it's how you look, it's how you feel and what you wear.
But
If them guys want to wear full leathers on a... Actually, I did wear full leathers on a 125, I ain't gonna lie.
Power Ranger.
Do you remember when I had them orange leathers for a very short time that I got off Gumtree? Do you remember seeing the video, Stego?
Oh, I saw that, yes.
That I had bright orange full leathers on my Aprilia.
Oh.
That would have suited my bike.
It wasn't even needed, like, it was actually so uncomfy because I had these big bulky leathers on a tiny 125.
What did you even do with those leathers?
I went and sold them for how much I bought them for because they were shit.
Anyway, Fruity, I found the gloves that I bought.
They were proper old man's leathers, like they were baggy, they weren't tight fitting or anything.
What were they called?
They were the Alpine Star Scheme Kevlar gloves.
Never.
Don't ever fucking buy them. They're shite.
Did you get
They've
them
got-
under the sea?
What are they called?
Alpine Star Scheme Kevlar gloves. They're absolutely shite. The cuff bit that closes is on top of your wrist, which just is awkward to start with. There's no
I
way
just
to
bought
pull
some new Alpine Stars gloves on Saturday, and they're amazing.
with those ones, because to close your things on the top of your wrist, there's no way to pull them down onto your wrist either. Because I pulled it down and that bit's like rubbery sort of fabric. Pulled it down, that ripped within about a week. And there's knuckle slider sort of thing. You've got like this one carbon bit just over your baby finger, so it's like useless.
But you see, you take such immense care of your gloves that you actually end up burning them at work.
Yeah.
Don't even go there about how gloves are bad when you end up putting them on a freaking oven.
They were above an oven, and to be honest, I have fixed them with a bit of sellotape.
See, I'm a chef and I don't even do that.
But it's not Gorilla Tape though, is it? I swear by that stuff, I swear to God.
It's not Netflix and chill
Honestly,
though.
now, I would much rather, if I have gloves, have split knuckle gloves. They're just bad ass.
But when
good
gloves
punching.
start to go, that's it. I mean, when I go on a ride now, I always take a full roll of Gorilla Tape, just always.
Just in case.
Just in case, you never
I
know.
carry a fire extinguisher.
My mic might fall out and I might need to Gorilla Tape it. Fruity's leg might come off and I might need to Gorilla Tape it back on. I might need it from
How old do you think I am?
I will admit, when I had my pulse adrenaline, I always made sure there was a full can of WD-40 in my bag.
Just
And cable tie.
WD-40.
Just
I
in
needed
case
a
you're
whole
thirsty.
fire extinguisher for mine.
The cable ties, WD-40, everything, just in case.
Cable ties wouldn't be a bad idea actually. I might need to take that.
My pulse
also
is made by
I've
cable ties.
I've probably got about 400 cable ties just lying around the house.
You need them.
You see, women leave hairpins, and then there'll be Stego that'll just leave like cable ties.
Cable ties, rope, bungee cord.
Manly things.
Netflix and chill and leaves his cable.
Netflix and chill, I'll bring the cable ties.
Oh man. So
it
want
was
this.
the other day. You know Dan the other day who was on. His number plate came off. I just opened my bag, cable tie sorted, fixed, done.
Simple, man. Best things you can buy.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Jeez, I need some new trousers for my gear-wise, but I don't know what to choose, leather
Uh,
or textile.
It depends what you're wearing on your top half. What you're wearing on your top half.
Textile, but when I want,
I
if
wouldn't.
I can get
I
the
wouldn't
money,
mix them. I won't mix
I
them.
want
Like, if you're gonna wear leather top and bottom. If you're
to.
gonna wear
Yeah,
textile, top and bottom.
and I'm thinking I'm always in the rain, so.
See, I'm thinking. I want to get some leather trousers, but it's like
They're a lot of
they're
money.
expensive.
I mean, I wouldn't mind financing that.
I might get because I got the Icon jacket and it attaches to Icon trousers. I might just get some Icon textile trousers.
Before
As long as
before
they're waterproof.
before I invest in, well, you may as well go for Icon trousers because you've got an Overlord jacket. So
Yeah.
Mm.
And then when I have a lot of money, I can buy a Diane one and be happy.
you see, the thing is that before I get them trousers, like me and Fruit, you've been talking about this so fucking much, but just need Sennas. Need them
Yes.
so bad.
Oh,
I-
don't start me on that.
If you're riding with other people, you need a communication device.
Well, it's like today, like when Fruity goes and overtakes and I can't because my bike's got a throttle restrictor, which is shit. So I can't overtake as quick as he can, and then we end up losing each other. And it always happens. At least once every ride, we lose
Just
each
buy
other.
a BT intercom for fuck's sake. They're so much cheaper.
Yeah, but with Senna's, you actually get what you pay for, don't you? You've got what is it?
It plays music and everything.
Yeah,
It does
you've got your music connection to your
FM
phone.
radio.
10
See,
way.
you can have that with the BT intercom.
Yeah, but you can't have 10-way intercom and what is it called? You press a button on the bottom and you can hear everything around you more clearly than in your helmet.
Ambient.
You get an ambient option that like you can hear like if someone's actually talking to you.
See, my friend, he brought the Cena, and he had the BT.
Senna, bitch.
Senna.
Which one?
The G3, something like that.
Is that the really skinny one that doesn't actually have it's just like it's hardly noticeable?
It's just two buttons.
Yeah, I think it's 2 buttons, but it links like 8 people.
Chase had a really bad experience with that one when I was watching
well-
his thing.
He was just riding and singing, and it put the whole voice command up and recalled a PPI number.
Alright.
And as he looked back, it was 30 minutes on a PPI call.
Well, I think,
What?
I mean, for me, I need it because obviously the people I ride with at the moment have only got 125s, and if I get bored, I just fuck off, and then I don't know where they're gone. It's just like, I'll just stop and wait.
See, like the BT intercom, I've
Going?
had it for at least 6 months now, and there's normally about 4 of us that ride, but you can only link up 3 people. So what we do is we have 1 person in the front, 1 in the middle, and I'm at the back all the time.
Mm.
And we just link it like that, and you can hear everything still.
We have
Yeah,
we have a question, guys.
Ooh.
Ghost Ninja would like to know what the process is of getting a license in the UK.
A pain in the ass.
I know
An
this one.
absolute piss take.
I know this one, but I can't be asked to go through it again, so someone else can go for this.
Well, it is changing.
Is
So
it?
just it
What,
is
for the
changing.
better?
Well, kind of.
No.
No, for fuck's sake, it's bad enough as it is.
It doesn't affect us. Let's be honest, it doesn't affect us. We're good.
Oh.
Shut up, asshole.
Everyone else, it does. Basically, from next year, from 2016, they're changing it. To start, obviously, you have to have a CBT. You're going to need a theory test pass to do your CBT.
Oh my god.
What? You need a theory test passed for a CBT?
Yep. In a way, that's good, and then it's bad as well because it's just a bit fucking stupid. But at the same time, people know what
Well,
they're
let's
doing.
explain to Ghost, because I know Ghost. She's from America Land. So a CBT is compulsory basic training. So basically, you have it's a joke, honestly. Like you get put on a 125 or a moped, you get taken round on that just to see basic. The only way you can fail it, I'm pretty sure, is if you crash it.
If you kill someone.
If you crash, that's the only way you can fail. So it's business. So the fact that you need a theory for that alone is a joke.
And then
Go on,
after
anyway.
that, it depends on your age. You can do the CBT. I think it's 15 or 16 on a 50cc.
16.
16 on a 50cc.
Yeah.
And there is also a license for a no L. You have to ride with a CBT. You have to ride with L plates.
That's
But then
oh,
there's
yeah.
a 50cc license that you can do at like 16 to ride on a 50cc with no L plates. Pointless. Just pointless.
That's a really bad idea. Because
It's
people at
a
that
waste of
age
money.
are absolute morons on peds most of the
For
time.
me, at the end of the
Yeah,
day, the 125 should be the starter.
Well,
Well, you look at America. Like America don't have 125s. They go straight to
Exactly.
250s.
yeah.
I think it should be 125, and then you upgrade to a 600 when you're 19, 20.
I've not had any issue
50cc is
upgrading
too
the
dangerous.
bike. Once you can ride a bike, you're sorted. It's just simple.
Exactly. They just take it as the
Then,
incident.
back to the question. Then at 17, you can do your CBT to do a 125 with L plates. That doesn't include passengers. And then there's also a full 125 license where you can have passengers.
Which
If
you do
you're
your A1.
If you're a
You
complete pussy,
see,
that's a good idea.
The process kind of makes sense until a certain point.
Until
Like,
a certain point after the 125.
because you do your CBT, fair enough. Everyone needs a bit of training, right? You do your theory, you do your A2 license. After that should be it. You've passed your test. You've proved to an examiner that you're good enough to ride a motorbike without L plates. You shouldn't need to wait 2 years or be 25 and go back to do another. There should be no need.
because once you've done your 125 and all that, when you get to 19 in the UK, it's the earliest you can do the A2 license, which is restricted to 47 brake horsepower and a certain percentage power to weight ratio, which excludes a lot of bikes because it's just stupid. And then-
Overall, it's just a stupid.
When you do
process.
the actual test, you've got to do your module 1, which is slow maneuvers, slalom, figure of 8, U-turn, including parking the bike. That's just stupid. Controlled stop, emergency stop, and swerve and controlled stop. And then I think that's about it.
But you see, the thing is, it wouldn't be so bad in the next test if you had to do something a bit different. But all you're doing is getting on a bike with 75cc more power to do exactly the same thing. What's the
And then you do
It's
your
not even-
module 2, which is half an hour supervised
It's
riding
not-
on the road.
It's not even like, for example, I did it on an MTO3, which, like, I don't know how much brake horsepower they've got, like probably about 50, right? It would be different if then I went back in 2 years to do my test on a CB1000. That would be different.
Yeah.
But I'm getting put on a 675 speed triple. You know what I mean? It's not even that different to what I did my first test on.
Well, where I do my test, I did my training on a GS 500. When I go back in 2 years, I'll do my unrestricted on a Gladius 650. It's 150cc different. There's no fucking point.
When you think about 150cc, that's actually nothing.
It is. It's literally nothing at all. It's maybe 10 brake horsepower, if that, depending on the bike, and depending on how much it's
I don't
destroyed.
agree with it. But anyway, that's how the laws work basically. So
Yeah.
it's basically all dependent on your age. If you are 25, you can go. You can pass a CBT, do your theory, go straight through and ride any bike you want. If you're under 25, you've got a series of tests to do over the years, which is.
But then,
means
at the same time, I think that's where it's completely stupid, because you can go at 17, get a car, you can do your test, and go out and buy a fucking Ferrari if you have the money.
Yeah. Well, that's what it comes down to. But anyway,
Yeah, if you're on a bike, you're restricted.
that's the question sorted. We've got a question from Emma, which is, don't I think I need a new jacket since I have a Yamaha jacket and ride a Honda?
No.
For God's sake. Right, I'm just gonna
Oh,
put,
what a great question.
I'm just gonna put this out there right now. I've owned so many different brands of motorcycles over the years that I cannot tie myself down to one brand. I would never buy. Buying that Yamaha jacket was probably the worst mistake I ever made.
The worst mistake.
Because I never thought I was gonna. I always thought I was gonna have a Yamaha bike, never thinking I might want to change. I would never buy full Repsol leathers. That's a damn straight thing I would never
This
do.
is why you don't buy stuff in advance.
Imagine that if someone did that on the first bike they bought. Let's say I did it on a Pulse Adrenaline.
And you
Just
buy a
riding
Pulse
around with a
jacket. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I do wear my Yamaha jacket because I like the colour scheme. If I had the money, I'd go straight out and buy a black and white Dainese one and disregard the Yamaha if I had the money.
Might just like pull the Yamaha logo off.
You can't because it's stitched on and it gives a hole behind it.
I think it's kind of ironic. It's like
It wasn't an expensive jacket. It was something from Bangladesh that cost me like 50 quid. I kid you not.
Top quality.
Oh, we got another
Yeah,
question.
only the best for Tremisphere.
definitely shirt tested.
So yeah, I mean the zip actually broke on that a month in as well. That's why I always wear it half zipped up because I can't zip it up anymore.
Oh, we've got another question.
All right, let's leave. Well, that's why I do need a new jacket. You are correct. Right, let's see what this question is. I recently failed my direct access mod 2 for turning slightly too widely at junctions. Did it 5 times and it turned into a severe fault. They're proper anal. It's unreal.
They
They do really like anal.
That's how you pass.
They are assholes. I don't like me and Fruity have said. The examiner in York is just they try and put you under so much pressure, and there's no need for them to do that.
Well,
When I did
the
my
first
test,
one I did, he was a dick. The second one was alright.
Or did you have that Mark first time that was he Irish?
It was German.
German, sorry. Yeah. God, that's a big mistake to make. Yeah, your direct access. I mean, I haven't done my direct access. I imagine it's the same as Mod 2.
when I did my test, just like before it and the entire time through it, the instructor was like a complete knob. Like, completely didn't smile at all. It was just like, do you want to even be here? And then afterwards, he starts having a laugh, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I think
You
it's
bipolar?
I think it's so they don't kind of get you to at ease, and then you make a mistake, possibly.
Well, I got 4 minors on mine. I think it was 4 or 3 minors for coming up to roundabouts, and it was pissing down with rain at the time. And I just thought, it was one of the roundabouts, first one we went to, I know what people are like on it. They just fly through it. They don't look. So I just stopped, had a look, and then went. Got a minor for it.
Hesitation.
Next time. It was like hesitation. I'm just like, it's not really hesitating when, you know, that second I've spent could save my life.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again, that in the tests, like, I know a lifesaver is good, and you're supposed to do them, but the amount of lifesavers you end up doing in your Mod 2 is an absolute fucking joke.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
end
probably done
up looking over my shoulder more than I do at the road in front of me, which I'd class as freaking dangerous.
because they won't count you looking at your mirrors because you can look at your mirrors just by moving your eyes.
Yeah, I know.
But on the test, you've actually got to move your entire head.
Well,
It's
it
like,
comes to the point where you're coming up to a junction, you have to look left and right before you even apply the brakes. You have to look left and right before you move off. So you end up looking over your left and right shoulder so many times.
You pretty much also your head's just spinning the entire time. Like your head's never in one position. It's just left, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, I'm on a straight road. What do I do? This is strange.
I'm kind of glad they don't make you do any manoeuvres like in the car test, though. I did find the Mod 2 easier in that regard, that in your car test you have to do reversing around a corner and such, and in the motorbike one it's just ride and do your lifesavers and
So
don't
what
die.
did this guy fail on? Going too wide,
widely.
but did it 5 times. Right, I'll tell you a story. My mate has just done his test about a week ago, and he failed. Right, this will make you giggle. He failed for not having his kickstand all the way up. It was up, so it wasn't on the floor or anything, but it must have fell down about an inch, and he failed him for that, and that was the only thing he failed him for.
But that's a bike thing, not him.
Yeah, right. Apparently the examiner said to him, "Oh, you failed before you even left the yard." So he went out, did his entire ride perfectly. I think he maybe 2 minors or something, right? Got back to the yard. "Oh yeah, you failed before you even left, mate, because your kickstand wasn't up."
You see, that's soul destroying when they do stuff
Why
like
didn't
that.
the examiner, instead of being a fucking arsehole, just go on the radio, "Oh yeah, mate,
Well,
yeah,
that's what they're
kickstand's
supposed
all
to
the way
do.
up."
On my,
That's the thing, it's like 120 quid for him now to redo it because the
It's
examiner
a
was an
huge
ass.
con. It is just a con, right? My mod 1, the hazard avoidance, I clipped the blue cone with my toe. Got into the box again, looked behind me, and I saw it fall over. The second time I did it, a Chinese lad did the exact same thing and passed.
Because he's Chinese.
Exact same thing.
you see, the
They
thing is,
can't fail him.
it's like you say, like, when I did my Mod 1 the first time, and I did my emergency stop, and my back skidded, and I'd failed, he didn't get me to do the rest of the exercises. He pulled me over and says, "You failed." He didn't let me continue, so with Ben, they should have said to him, "Leave
Now,
the yard." Ben, can you turn around, please, because you've actually done something really serious and you can't continue. That's what they're supposed to do.
See, when I
Yeah,
did
I
my
don't know what to do
module
with
one, at the start of it on the slalom, the one thing I had completely got nailed in the practicing, I fucked it up, put my foot down. I knew at that point, great, I failed. Still got to finish off the entire fucking thing, and at the end he tells me I failed. I was like, well, I knew that.
Yeah, they won't stop you. If you put your foot down, they won't stop your test there. There was a lad that he'd done it, maybe his test about a week before I'd done mine, right? He just threw a tantrum halfway through his test because he dropped the bike and he just fucked off. Right? And the guy was like, you could have carried on. I mean, you could have just practiced. No, he just jogged on, didn't he? Just did one.
Oh.
He dropped bike was going, up rev limiter, back wheels kicking everywhere, and he just walked off.
As if. We've got another question anyway, moving on. What's better, doing my A2 next year, thinking which to get? 600cc restricted, or a 300 or a 400 bike? Any help would be great.
Whatever your heart desires.
It's whatever bike you want, really. I really like the idea of having a 400 with more power than I'm supposed to have, because when I eventually do pass my next test and take my restrictor off, I will have enough power to keep me entertained until I can afford my next bike. If you've got a 300, you're going to have the same amount of power until you eventually get a bigger bike, so I don't see the point.
Yeah, it's sort of like an investment, really, because you're going to be there with a bike, and then when you do unrestricted tests, because everyone's going to unrestrict it, no one wants to stay restricted. So 2 years' time, you're going to be there trying to sell this bike to then buy a new bike, or you could just take a restrictor off and be done.
Yeah, and then you can still use your same bike, but with more power, so it's kind
and you've still got insurance on it. You have to cancel the insurance.
It's a good idea. But I mean, I think my 400. I think 400's a good start bike. If you can find a good one, they're really.
I think 600's a great start bike.
Yeah, 600 is, yeah. But I mean, the difference is that if you want a sport, like I had my heart set on a sports bike. I couldn't get a 600 sports bike because they're just too powerful. So
that's it. It's like
that's why
my
I had
next
to get a
bike. So I'm already thinking of my next bike. I want to try a sports bike. I'm having a lot of fun on the Bandit, and it's just I want to try a full-on sports bike. Just one day would be great.
Well, you can always do test rides and such, can't
you? Yeah, I could just go do that, but.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know what you guys are gonna say, but in my opinion, I think it depends on what bike you're gonna get. If you want a sport, probably a 400. If you want kind of just to sit up and whatever, probably a 6.
And if you want great reviews for 400s, go on to YouTube and put in Richard Hammond bike reviews.
That's not a great review. He gives that VFR such a shit review, and it's not a shit
he
bike.
He gives really entertaining reviews.
I fucking hate Richard Hammond.
Hey, he's from Yorkshire.
I fucking hate Richard Hammond. Right. Anyway, so yeah, just whatever bike you want, really. Okay.
The choice is yours.
If your wife tried to make you watch Less Miserable, would you also shoot yourself?
I would be quite happy to have a wife to be honest.
I can't say I've ever even watched the trailer for Less Miserable, so I have no idea. I don't even think that's. I call it Less Miserable. Is it that?
It's Les Miserables.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
It's saying what you're saying, but with a French accent.
Oh, I give up. I've heard of it. I don't even know what it is. So I would probably, if I had a beer in my hand, I could probably survive.
If I had a beer and a couple beers next to me, it'd be fine.
I'd just bring the RVF into the living room and just start revving it while I watch it.
Yay! At that moment, you decide, I need a new exhaust.
Is it a musical?
I think.
Sort of, yeah. It's got Hugh Jackman and the Gladiator.
Hang on, it's got Hugh Jackman in it. This could be good.
It's got no violence, I don't think.
Oh.
It's not even worth watching.
There's nothing like Inglourious Bastards, because that sort of reminds me of Les Miserables. Because, I think France, I think that. And snails.
So, yeah, I think I could survive through that film if I had a couple of beers to keep me going.
See, you're just going to have to man up.
I watched all the Twilight films, I don't give a shit anymore.
That's what really finished you off, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where my will to live went.
That's.
I just.
When did you watch that?
my expert.
I thought
Well-
you were going to say that.
Was that during your strange teenage years, discovering yourself?
No, well, yeah, I don't know.
Well, kind of.
Fruity was never a teenager.
He was just an old man straight away. An old Yorkshire man.
He
Hey,
came
well,
out
now
of his
we're a
mum-
lad.
he came out of his mum like an old man straight off the bat.
Benjamin Button.
Fucking feel like an old man some days. Jesus Christ.
Full on
What
Benjamin
do
Button.
you guys think about people finding out where you live? Because I found out where Fruity lives today.
To be honest, what people? I mean,
That's
friends.
a good point. You live under the sea.
You know, friends, not friends.
No, like your viewers. Like, say you accidentally uploaded a video with a shot of your house in.
To be honest, I've done it before. I don't really give a fuck. I know no one's ever going to come down to Cornwall, so I'm pretty much alright.
That's until I come down.
To be honest,
Oh,
you could literally find my house from it.
Okay, it's a musical about the French Revolution. I'd definitely have to start the RVF up then, just to drown that out. So, anyway.
Wait, French Revolution, that's when, what's it, jigs? Musketeers.
Oh, we have lots of questions now. Yay.
Oh,
Corby Biker says, good afternoon, gents. Good evening,
evening.
good sir.
good morning.
Shut
From
up.
under the sea.
Right, Monkey Biker. I've already drank 4 ciders and I'm still considering shoving a hot cheese toast in my... No, that's the best reply.
You need stronger cider.
Yeah, you need a lot
You need
stronger
Cornish
cider. Maybe
cider.
move on to the JD.
You need Cornish cider.
Have
That's
you
what
ever
you need.
strapped a banana to... Have you... Oh, this is a good one. Have you ever strapped a banana to your pillion seat? I haven't, but I intend to next time. I've actually played a little prank on Jade when she next goes on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mr. Sheen the shit out of my back seat. So when I eventually slam on the brake,
Polish
she's
it.
gonna go fucking flying.
Make sure you're out there polishing it for a good half an hour.
Oh, I will. I'm going to make it fucking slippery. She's going to fucking kill me.
You haven't got grab handles, have you?
No. She literally just has to
If
hold
you had
on.
them, you'd have to polish them as well. Polish the side of the back.
She literally has to hold on to me, which is... I'm her last hope.
You're gonna have to polish the entire bike so she doesn't suspect a single thing.
I actually am. I'm actually
have you done
terrible
today?
for my
Polished
bike
the
lately. I
bike?
haven't polished it in ages.
I've not cleaned the Bandit since I got it a month ago.
You filthy animal. And
I
that's
haven't
not
cleaned
a
my
compliment.
bike since I've had it.
I clean my bike every week.
I clean my bike.
Don't clean mine then.
To be honest, I've got to get back into cleaning my bike. I just don't have the time.
See, mine's a 15 plate, and I'm just too poor to go out and buy some wax and everything.
To be honest, I just can't be asked to use the water.
You see the one. You see the one. Speaking about this banana and pillion seats, but not so much the banana, is when people are on airplanes.
Barbie?
I think taking pillions is actually so much fun. And
I do it all the time. I want to.
oh mate.
It is until your pillions decides to lean too far and nearly throws you off your own bike.
Oh no, but you got to establish ground rules before you even let them on. You got to be like, right, you fidget, I'll throw you off.
Yeah.
You lean the other
Fidget.
way, I'll back you.
I've got ground rules. If I had Dan on the back of my bike, I said to him, the second your hands touch me, you're getting off the fucking bike, regardless of where we are.
Wants a bit of your love handles?
You know, if there's another guy on the back of your bike and they touch you, it's just get the fuck off.
He just wants
Head
your love
on.
handles.
Nah, it's just not happening.
I know, you see, the first time when Jade went on the back, like, she didn't realise that she was leaning left when I was leaning right. So when I'm going to lean into a corner, I literally had to back off and then go back into it because going in way too quick. But I mean, I didn't find it too bad. I thought I was daunting it a lot more. Apart from when I did that wheelie and nearly bombed my bike, that was kind of bad.
The question is, did you do the front brake trick?
Did I what?
Use
Front
the front
brakes.
brake.
No, I mostly use the back because if you use the back, it means that she won't headbutt me when I brake.
Yeah, but if you use your front, you get the boob squish and everything against your back.
I've already
Jeez, you
got
got so
that
much
for the
to learn.
entire freaking ride.
Yeah, but you get moving in closer.
I just give her my jacket and then I just wear like a t-shirt or something, so I'm sorry. Right, anyway, my bike gets a clean a month if it's lucky. You filthy person. I couldn't do that. Like, well,
If my bike gets rained on, it gets cleaned, so that's usually every day.
I mean, if you live under the sea, I guess your bike's clean all the time. But
yeah, that's true.
Just
I
wait
mean-
till winter when your bike's all rust.
Like, it's like today. I cleaned my bike today. I went out on it all day. Now there's flies all on the front of it, and I can't leave them on. Like, it just looks awful.
at the moment down here, we've got these massive flies going around, and every time I go out on the bike, bang, fucking splat. And I'm not joking; it covers like half my visor.
Speaking of that, Fruity was doing some backfires today, and holy shit, were they loud!
Yeah.
I hate you because I swear to God, I've actually got hearing problems now. You think I'm kidding? They were so fucking loud. At first, I thought it was my bike. I nearly pulled over. I did a wheelie and then pop started. I was like, oh my God, have I fucked my bike?
Yeah, I did about 3 in a row, didn't I? And you were just like, what the hell's going on?
They're so loud.
Gunshots, man.
What do you guys think of the Shark Vancor helmet or the Shark Raw?
I'm getting a Shark Raw. I'm buying one when I get my Scrambler. I'm buying a Shark Raw.
Are you fuck?
I am honestly 100% buying one.
You're such a liar because you said you hate it.
I've no. Wait, I think I. Oh wait, the Shark Raw. That's the one that's got the goggles, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's the badass one that looks like you look like a fighter pilot.
I hate it.
Badass, but apparently the wind noise is horrific.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
wind's really
But
bad
then if
after
you're
40
on,
miles
if
per
you're on a
hour.
125, wind noise doesn't really exist.
I just don't think they're very good.
I'll only wear one around town.
Owning a shark, you need a full face shark helmet.
I think what you want to do is you want to go out, buy some Lego, buy a helmet, and get some glue or Gorilla Tape and make your own. That's it.
To be honest, the only helmet you ever need is an Icon variant. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating. Like, if people are watching this, like, oh, Trem always goes on about the variant. They're so good.
Yeah,
The
but
only
who had
there is
it
one-
first?
There is one criticism I have towards the helmet, and that is that it's not in UK stores. That is it.
Yeah.
And as long as you measure your head right, I mean, in fairness, mine is a bit tight, but it has bedded in now, so it's perfect.
Mine was good. I just guessed it, and it was like, right,
You
that
got an
size is
extra
good.
large, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, and it fits perfectly.
It was Oh, you got a big head.
I'm not saying I'm big-headed, but you know, it
I
fits
haven't
perfectly.
I haven't seen the Shark Vancor, so I'm just gonna have a look at that quickly.
Yeah, that's
That
a
looks
shark
good.
helmet. I
Oh
think-
right, it's very similar to the.
Yeah.
What's the difference? I don't understand.
Is it just the front bit is not?
think
it's not goggles, is it?
I think.
Oh right, yeah, right. It's not. It's just a bit more. It hasn't got any ventilation on the
Oh yeah.
piece, and yeah, the raw looks better. The raw looks the best out of the two.
Yeah.
I think
for
you've
me,
got
save
goggles
your
for the
money.
ventilation by your eyes.
You see, the raw's nice, but like when I watched a review on the raw, a guy just said it is an open face helmet with a shitty piece of plastic and goggles.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
it
all it is. That is literally all it is. But it
So
looks cool, and that's all that matters.
so
For
like
me, if you're gonna get a shark, I'd recommend my one, which is the S700S.
I think the problem with because I've wore goggles before, the problem with them is, second it start raining, you've got
Yeah.
to take them off. You're fucked.
yeah, I remember when you used to wear goggles. I mean, there's a picture of a guy with a Ducati Triumph Scrambler and a Shark Raw helmet. It's pretty much fruity.
Yeah.
It's like you've got the with like a visor, it's curved so you can wipe your hand across it and it gets rid of rain. Whereas the second you get them on goggles, you've got no way to do it 'cause it's just you've got to, like angle your fingers across.
Oh, here we go. We got another experience that we've been sharing with push of a button under pillion seat covers. Have you considered this? I won't give you the details of what happened when we got home. Actually, that's actually a balling idea. That'd be really good. Although, if I took my seat cowl off, I'm not sure how I'd manage that. The back of the bike would just start vibrating. The seat wouldn't, I don't think.
Just cut a hole in the padding and just be like, right, there we go.
I'm sure I could. I mean, I started to when I did that wheelie. Fucking hell, she nearly shit herself. I nearly shit myself when it went wrong. kid you
That would not have been good.
I just never think about things like that. I never think, oh, extra weight on the back, that's not going to change anything. Oh, fucking hell, how wrong was I? Right, I think the Raw is... Oh, I should probably select the question first. I think the Raw is beautiful. A friend of mine has both of them, and he said that the Raw was the best of the two. It does look the best of the two, to be fair.
But the variant's better.
I don't know, I mean, I wouldn't... Like, if you're in Fruity shoes and you want a Triumph Scrambler, a Triumph Scrambler would not look very good with the Nikon variant. I
Yeah.
think a Shark Raw would look very good with a
You're
Scrambler.
gonna. I think if you get the Triumph Scrambler, you're gonna have to get a couple toy Velociraptors and just stick them on the back as well.
Holy shit, that would be amazing.
No, it's getting stripped down to like nothing. Again, anything doesn't need to be on the bike is going.
Why? Oh,
It's
what?
gonna be raw as fuck. I'm gonna get it bombed up a bit. I'll get suspensions getting raised up and big fat knobbly tires.
Oh my god, that'd be pretty.
Then I'm gonna go romping all over Yorkshire.
You see, we'll be riding down the road and you'll just be like, fuck it, and you'll just go off into the fields and I'll just be like, what the fuck?
I'm looking at the Triumph Scrambler right now. There's not much you can really take off of it.
Yeah, there's side panels, rear fairings.
Why would you though? It looks good as it is.
Where?
Well, it looks okay.
I'm looking at this. There is no side panels.
Mate, I wouldn't.
There is. They say Scrambler 900 on them.
Wait a minute. Holy shit. Is that... Oh, no. It's a Triumph Scrambler in Jurassic World, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. Oh my god.
Have you only just realised this?
Yeah!
Oh god.
I wasn't looking at the bikes so much, just Chris Pratt.
That beautiful man.
Why don't you go for the MT-09, mate? Seriously, we've seen some beautiful ones today and yesterday, and the day before that.
Yeah, the MT-09's nice, but it's not a Scrambler.
Wait, I found a sort of
Oh, it's better
Well, I
than
found a
Scrambler.
Triumph Scrambler with like a KTM sort of front mudguard here, and only one seat. There's no long ass seat. It's just a tiny little seat.
I'd be getting a single seat.
Just gonna customize it, turn it into Cafe Racer as well.
Yeah. Do whatever I want. I've got plans for my Hornet as well, but I'm not telling anyone. I'm not giving away anything.
I'm not telling everyone. It's just gonna be.
But I'll tell you, it involves a CBR 600 front end. And knobbly tires.
Do you know what I would do? Right, I'll see if I can send you a link to this picture. What a bike I would love to have. If I can find it. This is just beautiful. Right, I'll send it in the chat. I think you'll like this as well, Fruity. You ready? There you go. I think that's something even you would like.
Darryl Dixon's bike, yes. CB750, isn't it?
It's got it's R6 front end.
Is it CB750? Is it R6 front end? Yeah.
R6 front end. Fuck knows what engine. I don't know.
It's a C. I think the rest of it's a CB750.
But that is just such an awesome bike.
I've got to admit, I've outdone myself with this dual intro. Just got to interrupt there and say that.
I love the fake Kickstarter on that bike. It's just randomly sat there at the back. Has no purpose.
There's well, you know The Walking Dead. I don't know if you watch it or not. I'm hoping you
Yes.
do.
I do.
We know Do It With Dan.
Yes.
The Magna recently, if you've seen his videos, has been off on some special project he's been saying about that he can't talk about until October.
So it's on The Walking Dead.
Well, I've read the comics of The Walking Dead, and there is a part where there's bikers in it.
You honestly think that Do It With Dan's going to be on The Walking Dead?
At least his bike might be.
That's cool. So.
'Cause you got the bike. You got the bike back, and it's
Well,
covered
I've
in
not
like the
really-
fake dirt.
I've not really looked at his Magna. What is it?
It's like a cruiser, isn't it?
It's like a cruiser. Like you think a cruiser, that's sort of what you're looking at, really.
If I see Do It With Dan's bike on The Walking Dead, I'll lose my shit.
Well, it's because he's got it back in the video he put the other day, and it's like got this fake dirt all over it, like what they have on the special effects of The Walking Dead, and he can't
Well-
say anything until October.
If it's in October, it's probably going to be part of The Walking Dead because that's when it starts again. It's October 31st.
Actually, Fear the Walking Dead starts tonight in America.
No
Oh
way.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, it
Does it?
does. So if you know how to use torrents and download things illegally, I'm saying do it.
You see how you get jealous.
You don't have to download it. You can stream it.
Fuck it. I'm not staying up that late.
Just stream. No, I mean, if you go on to one channel tomorrow, you can just straight off stream it.
I could download it. I've got everything downloaded. I mean, I don't have anything downloaded. Nothing at all. But no, it's really annoying because one of my best mates has just moved to America, so he's going to get to see all this stuff before me now.
I ain't moved to America.
I'm not talking about you, bitch.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be.
You ruined the fucking reveal.
You love me, really. I helped you with that. That helped you get some subs more.
Right, I have had a comment. Monkey Boy did message me like half an hour ago, but I didn't look at my phone. He's asking if he could join the hangout.
I think we will be finishing in not too long. I think it was scheduled for a 2-hour hangout, and we started at. I think we can end it whenever we want, actually, to be honest.
And we can end it whenever.
We'll be ending it about just gone 9ish anyway, like we normally do, because I'll have to go off about then and Stu. So we'll keep going for now, but we'll sort him out for next week, hopefully.
Ace, next week. Where are we gonna host it next week?
It's totally up to you. I won't be hosting it next
Don't
week.
look at me.
It's gonna be you, Fruity. It's gonna be you.
Fruity,
You don't want
wanna
me. You don't
host
want me to host it. Nah.
Well,
No, it wouldn't suit me.
Nah.
Stego, go on, then it'll be you again, I presume.
Right. Well, if I'm hosting it, I'm working next weekend again, which is a pain in the ass. So it'll be set for about 7:30, a bit later than that maybe. Same as this week. Just because I have to get home and shit.
You have to go home and have a shit. Understandable.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I mean, pretty much.
So we've killed all the questions now. We've got quite a lot of questions tonight, to be fair, so that's kind of cool.
I think
Yes,
we
I think,
should
guys.
decide next week a set topic, and then we'll decide it in advance. So instead of it being decided the day before, we're deciding like a week in advance.
Well, that can be up to you, because I am shit with that kind of stuff.
Super
well, I
sexy
can't
midget porn.
I can't
And
decide what I'm going to have for breakfast.
I think this will be the last time
Rice
UKD
Krispies.
Motovloggers is here. We don't want those topics.
God damn it.
Damn it!
Oh, I'm so tired.
Aren't we all?
Well, hopefully on Tuesday I'll record a vlog, so hopefully I can get one uploaded.
Last couple of days I've been riding without my camera again because the battery died and I couldn't be asked to charge it. It's actually been quite fun.
See, I've only got
Why haven't you
two
been
back
doing
ones
that many
motor
vlogs?
motion, so.
I was going to say, why haven't you been doing that many vlogs?
Because I've on a new bike and because I've been at work,
Alright.
I'm concentrating on city centre riding on a new sports bike.
Ah.
It's like when I've got free time. I'm
I
more
think what you want to do
relaxed.
is you want to ride for a couple of days without the camera because if you do anything that's slightly immoral, it's fine.
No, I don't ride without my camera.
It's just like you could do anything.
In fairness, I've actually, on a lot of the rides I've done, I mean, I've got a shit ton of footage, but on a lot of the rides I've done recently, I've actually just taken my camera off and just shut up and rode. And
It's so relaxing.
it's nice just to not, I'd hate to have to vlog every ride. Some rides I just want to just shut up and ride and enjoy it.
It is. It's like a lot of the time. A lot of my videos have been like riding to work because it's the only time I've had a chance to go out and record. And when it gets to winter again, it's going to be like that because Cornwall is just fucking shite.
Yeah. I normally record when I'm out with the lads, so it tends to be on a Tuesday because we're always at Bassett's Bowl meet as a group, so hopefully Tuesday I can have a topic.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to get my friends down here to go to the bike meet. There's a bike meet every week about 10 miles from us, and no one ever wants to go, and it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, well with us, I'm 20 minutes away from the bike meet, they all live in Birmingham, so it's like 45 minutes for them to get there. So I always have to meet them halfway, and then do another half an hour.
The bike meet for where I am, it's literally about 10 minutes away.
Yeah, mine's 20 if I don't meet the group
It just
beforehand.
depends how fast you go.
Oh.
But yeah,
there's-
Well, I was going to say we're quite fortunate. We've got a couple of bike meets around us. We've got Squires and then we've got Friday Thorpe, haven't we?
Yeah, we
there's
There's loads.
Bassets, we have tons, Motorheads, we have a lot of stuff, but it's all mainly because of like, you know, outlaws and everything.
I think down where I am, there's only 2 bike meets. One of them I know where it is, and the other is I haven't a clue. But they're the only ones within like half an hour ride distance. I mean, other than that, I don't think there's many in Cornwall. I know there's a decent biker cafe, which is fucking awesome, Smoky Joe's. I mean,
We got told a funny story that one of them we were speaking to this biker bird yesterday, and she was saying that a guy walked into a biker cafe with a polite jacket on, and
everyone just shut up. We're like,
everyone shut up, looked at him, and then nodded their heads and looked away.
those jackets. You've seen Baron's video, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Oh my god! I was watching it. I was thinking, hang on, I've seen one of these jackets.
They're just awful.
I'm not joking. I did see the guy that saw it. I did speak to him. Lovely bloke. I mean, give him that. He was a lovely bloke. But he was riding an ex-police bike.
oh, he's a tit then. I don't like him. He's a tit.
I was just. It was great to talk to and all, but it's just like, hang on, wait, yeah, that's just clicked. Fuck.
You're trying to look like a copper.
And that is illegal.
That's all you want to do.
It is illegal. It's impersonating a police officer.
We've got another question, by the way. There is one there.
What have we? Oh,
Yeah.
oh right, sorry. Wasn't paying attention to that. Random question, but do you think anyone can ride, or do you think they have to be a certain weight, etc.? I think anyone can ride.
Anyone can ride a bike. Just go get on a bike and go for a ride.
Obviously, there's going to be there will be a couple of things that you will be able to do it, but like, for example, if you are extremely short and you get on an R6, you might struggle to touch the floor. But there are ways around it. There's ways around it. Chinese people ride R1s and they're massive.
There's this kid that goes around near me, and he probably weighs a good 20 odd stone, and he's riding around on this Honda Supermoto, and it's just like his turning circle's a bit wide, but it works. But I mean, well, even a lot of bikes are quite tall. I mean, the Bandit. I would say if you're smaller and not very strong, I don't think a Bandit's ever going to be a good choice because they're a bit heavy.
I suppose it's just what you're comfortable with. I mean, I'm 6'2", and I would struggle to sit on a WR450 because they're that tall.
Once a lot of bikes that are heavy as well. Once you get them moving, they're really light and quite easy.
Fine. I mean,
it's fine. It's just a
we
case of getting up there.
We were saying this yesterday. My RVF is so low down to the floor.
I feel like a giant when I'm sat on that.
It's ridiculous.
I'm only 5'9", so I'm more or less a dwarf.
And I feel
That is basically a dwarf.
That is basically a dwarf. Any smaller, and I'd live in a hole.
Yeah, I felt tall on my pulse adrenaline because I'm 5'11", and I like raised the shock on it. And just coming to this sports bike now and leaning forward, it's like my knees are bent when I stand out now. It's like how I've got so much to move.
Well, I'm about 6'1", and the Bandit for me fits perfectly, which is really weird.
Yeah, because they're
just like looking. I was looking at it, I was just like, there's no way this is going to actually work. And I sat on it, I was just like, okay, yep, I love it.
Yeah, like everybody I spoke to said you can't go from a supermoto to a sports bike. It's like, you can.
Watch
me. Kind of take a while to get used to it. And it's been about a week for me.
It's a big transition. When I went from a sit-up bike to my first ever sports bike, it took me a bit of time to get used to, but I loved the transition. I loved it.
Oh yeah, it's so much better for cornering.
That's why I want to try a race bike.
I was thinking that today, like, I could get an MT-09 as my next bike, but then I thought, well, on a sports bike you can proper dig into corners.
Yeah,
I think
can on MNT, yeah.
I think with sports bikes, I think with sports bikes, like it's sort of you're gonna one day get to the age where you're gonna be like, my back's fucked. I need to be upright again.
Definitely.
Never.
It's like just preserve yourself for.
I'm glad I'm young then.
You wait.
You
I mean, in fairness, because the RVF is such a small bike and I've got long arms. I mean, half the time I'm not even bent over. I can literally sit up straight on my bike and I'm comfortable.
Oh, but a sports bike got set up right.
But I mean, it's also great because then if I want to go quick, I could just tuck behind my screen and I'm off.
See, I've got so much to do with my bike and I've just got no money to do it.
See, I would love to have a screen. I might just like buy a whole new front headlamp to get a screen.
God, don't get a screen.
No, not on a Bandit.
No, they look awful on a band.
If you're gonna get anything like that, you want one of them sexy cowls that just sticks off the front. Not one of these fat little fly screens. Because I had a fly screen on my Hornet when I bought it, and I was like, "Nice, the first thing coming off."
No, but it's like it's one of those things. It's there. It's like I was there. Like I thought, fuck it, I'll tuck down just to go a bit, like, get out of this wind. And I was just like still getting it all in my face. Like, fuck it. There's like the second because I was riding. It was when I was riding back a couple of weeks ago with Dan on the back of it, and I was just like, I'm not having this wind, so I just tucked down, and so all the wind just hit him in the face, and then he complained. I was fine.
Just screens make it look really weird on a naked bike. Like,
Yeah.
they're on the ER6 and they just don't suit it.
They're weird. I mean, then there's so many benefits just to having something at the front to deflect shit.
See, that's the bonus of a sports bike. It goes with a sports bike, but a naked bike just doesn't.
You can get some that kind of blend into your instruments and shit, but
Yeah, like, you can get like supermoto headlamps on fucking naked bikes and shit like that if you look at all the custom ones.
Yeah.
They do look alright sometimes, but half the time it's just like, meh, cheap.
When I was at Bassett's Pole on Tuesday, and I think it was a Gixxer turned up, and it had been street fighted, and his headlight was a half-cut helmet with some lights inside.
You don't fuck with a Gixxer. A Gixxer is perfect.
No, this looks really nice. I have to admit, it was the best street fighting Gixxer I've ever seen.
Just, there's a street fighting something near me. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a piece of shit.
oh yeah, they either go one or two ways. Street Fighters, right? You have your nice, sexy sport bike, and then you're going along, and then you crash the shit out of it. So you think, right, I can sell it, or I can Street Fighter it, and it'll go either one or two ways. It'll look really good, or really fucking shit.
Exactly.
It's just a case of you've just chopped a bit off of it.
That's the main reason people Street Fighter bike, because they had a sports bike and crashed it.
I'm gonna try and find one of my first ever bikes for you guys, just to show you how horrific it was.
just to show how bad it was.
I loved it at the time because it was my first ever gear bike, but I mean, I look at it in disgust now. Like, why the fuck did I ride that? In fairness, I used to ride it to work, to college, like every day.
There's gonna be something like a Wu-Tang or something in it.
when I went to college, I rode the bus.
Don't buy Chinese shit.
Hey,
You could afford the bus to go to college.
I rode a bus to go to college.
I had to ride a rusty bicycle to go to college.
There you go. There she is. Can you see her? The blue YBR.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I had
Oh
that
lord.
for 2 years.
Just
YBR power.
That 60 mile an hour limit was painful to say the least.
60? You were lucky.
I know. And then I got my Aprilia and I could do 85. Love
Do you ever wonder where the Aprilia is now? And what
I
it's
know
doing?
where it is. It's down south in Essex.
Oh god, it's dead. It's had a whole new makeover.
Do you know what the funny thing is? A couple of days, it was about a week after I sold it, I got something that came through the post that said you have been given a tax refund. And I looked up that the only reason you get given a tax refund is if your bike had been written off. I think he's written my RS off. I was actually kind of gutted because I freaking love that bike to death.
Well, no, I got my tax refund when I sent off
No, it's
my.
just the tax you have left in it on your bike because
Oh,
it doesn't
is it?
carry
Yeah.
over anymore.
The new law.
Yeah, I sent off my V5 and got my tax refund back. I don't know if I ever took it to the bank. I can't remember. But...
You're apparently supposed to sawn it if you sell your bike, but if the new owner's going to tax it anyway. There's no point.
Well, when you send the V5 off, it just does it automatically. and they've got to buy their own tax.
Then you get a little slip in the post, don't you, saying,
Yeah.
it's been updated and all this shit.
Yeah, you're no longer the owner, and then a couple of days later you get a check, have money.
I had one, it was like £1.
I got £7 and 2p back off of my 125.
I was going to
I
say,
paid
the
60
bike costs
quid.
what, £17 a year to tax.
600cc cost 60 quid.
Seriously?
Yeah. I
My
was thinking,
Force cost me 17.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, it's gonna be 17 quid. Then it's 60. I'm like, fuck.
It's still cheaper than a car, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
How much was your insurance on your Bandit?
My insurance on my Bandit is something like 66 quid a month, but then I put personal injury cover on it as well.
So wait,
So what is it altogether? A year?
Yeah. Oh fuck no, it's probably like fucking 800 quid.
See, mine's £120 a month just for my 125.
Alright, so what do you all pay a year for your insurance?
I pay
200
monthly. So I'm paying a rough, I think, but then I've only been riding since January
What, last year? Or this year?
this year.
So you only started riding a bike at all this year?
Yeah, and I passed within 7 months.
Oh, that's you're doing pretty well then. I'll take my hat.
So it's like at the moment everything's gonna cost shitloads.
Yeah.
But then on my insurance, I put personal injury on it just in case anything happens. I can't work. I've at least got some sort of cover on it. I'm sort of alright.
See, my insurance is £120 a month.
That's mad.
125.
120 a month.
Yeah, and my excess is £1,000.
So you're pretty much
God.
1,500 quid a year.
Yeah.
That's just.
Mate,
Fucking hell.
when I had my freaking whatchamacallit, when I had my Aprilia, it was only 800, and that was a 125 two-stroke.
Yeah, it's
Trevor,
because of
what
my
do
crash
you
of what
pay for
happened.
your insurance?
On my RVF, I paid 200
A year or a month?
a year.
Bloody hell.
See, I would love to be in a position where like it doesn't cost that much, but because I've only been riding since January, I've got no claims or anything. And it's just
Well, that's why I've
fucking stupid.
got 4 years no claims and 5 this year.
I got 6 years no claims.
See,
And,
I've
do you know
got
what? I pay 113 quid a year. That's for my phone. For my next bike, it was only 170 something.
I've just seen in the questions, Monkey Boy's just said he only pays 25 quid a month for his Bandit with 6 points and 5 years no claim discount.
No claims is like the shit. It is just the greatest thing.
It is.
25 quid a month would be. I would love that. I'd just be like happy days.
Fairness,
Brilliant.
I went from having 800 quid on a 125 to 200 quid on a 400. So
Well, I was paying on my
Insurance
125. I
is
was paying 30 quid a month. So it's just going up to the 600's only doubled it really. Isn't too bad.
I never even paid that much on my 125. I think the maximum I ever paid a month on my 125 was 18 quid.
I was paying 38 quid on a fucking Chinese bike on it. I was just like, what the fuck?
and mine's 120.
How that I don't understand.
I've got no claims bonus and I've had a crash.
Oh right, so it's not going in your favour.
Yeah, and the woman claimed a hell of a lot for a crash.
Fuck, what a bitch. Let's
Yeah.
go have some light brick and Joe.
I had the option of either smashing into the
Quite
full
lucky,
back
'cause
of it, going on the other side and getting hit by a car, or smashing into a pedestrian crossing. And unfortunately, my fat head smashed off her rear brake. So she claimed £2,500
That's just fucking
just for a
stupid.
scratch, because it was 50 yards from my mate. Well, Motor Motions. So he's come out, checked it all, and said it was just a scratch. And then luckily enough, because I ain't got no family, because I was an hour away from my house,
Yeah.
he went, oh, don't worry, I'll follow you. I went, alright. And about 2 hours later, he was still sat in the hospital saying, I'll help you with your bike if you want. I was like, no, it's fine. Come home. He kept it in his garage and fixed it all up. I was like, what the fuck?
That guy's a lad.
I know. I've only met him twice before that. And he just got home and did all my bike so I could ride it home. I was like, oh my god, I need to pray down to you.
I'd buy that guy a pint.
A pint,
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
You're gonna have to buy him a couple pints. It's only fair.
He's had so much hate on YouTube, but I just can't say nothing about him.
Oh, that's
That's
oh,
Motor
that's,
Motion.
yeah, the one everyone was ripping on the other week. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he rides how he rides, but he's never put me in danger, so I never had a problem with him.
The thing is, if you want to, the way that's what everyone having a go at him. It's your bike. You pay the insurance. It's your life.
Exactly.
Why the fuck you like?
Like he hasn't crashed this year, and he rides how he does. But when he's with us, he takes it easy, so I don't see a problem with him. And consider he spent 2 hours at a hospital for me, so. And he tried to stop making my pulse setting on fire. Which didn't go so well in the end.
Yeah, at least he tried. That's all you can do with those bikes.
At least he tried. He spent like about at least 20 hours of his own time trying to do it.
All you can do with a pulsed adrenaline is just try and hope.
Pray.
Praying does not help.
That was always in his garage.
They're all over the place.
They're all over the place now. It's well annoying.
When I bought it, I was just like, oh, it's not that common. It's not. I thought it wasn't that common when I first bought it, and then I found out how common it was. I was like, what the fuck?
I know. Like you won't see one anywhere when you want it, and when you buy it, they're just everywhere.
Yeah, I know that feels. It's like GTA.
It's like an invasion.
It's like GTA when you get the car you want and then everyone's got it.
Yeah.
It's like, everyone says that bandits are really common, and I'm just like riding around, and I'm like, I've seen about 2 bandits. I'm just like, that's it.
I will see a bandit every time I go out.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, same here.
Yeah, but they are quite nice. But then the only other bandits I've seen one of the Mark II ones. That's not a Mark 1 like I've got, so it's not the same.
See, you live in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't help.
No, I don't live in the middle. I live on the end of nowhere.
Get it right.
It's on the end.
In fairness, I don't think I'll ever see another RVF.
No.
Well, you'll see VFRs, but they're not the same.
I've seen VFRs, but I saw one today and it looked horrible.
Oh, that white one.
Yeah, they're fucking horrible. They're not.
Have you seen the yellow ones? The yellow 1000 ones?
Oh.
Not very nice. I've seen a couple of CBRs. I've seen about 3 CBRs in the past 2 weeks. They're really popular CBR 400s.
Yeah.
But yeah, RVFs.
What? There's
none about.
the guy who did this test the same day as me. But before he did his test, I'd see him out all the time on his 125. After he's done his test, he's bought the exact set. He's bought a CBR 400. I've not seen him once in the last like month and a half. I'm just like, where the fuck has he gone?
He's just somewhere else. He's just riding his bike somewhere else.
Hiding away from you.
It's just like I've seen him so many times, and now he's disappeared.
He figured out how weird you were, so he's hiding.
Yeah,
Probably
that's true.
around Europe or something.
Well, it's like there's at the moment there's down here there's these 3 lads going around on what they've got 50cc bikes because they're 2-stroke 50s and they look like faggots and you can just tell. One of them's got a moped, and the other 2 have these like 50cc sport bikes.
Oh.
And they're just going around, and it's like they're trying to race each other. I'm just there like, do you mind if I just come past quickly? You're taking a bit of time.
So they're just balling, in other words. They're just literally just balling.
Yeah, they're just being they're just being a pain in the ass. I just don't like them. I see these young people and I hate them.
Quite a few questions here.
I don't think they're questions. I think they're just agreeing with us out there.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they're just comments, really.
Anyway, we'll cut the stream here tonight. 'Cause it's like 9:10 already. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
Hang on, wait, I can hear a bike shifting down the gears.
You what?
I hear a bike outside shifting down gears. That sounds really nice.
Yeah, that's your bandit. That's your bandit been nicked.
Shit! Is your bandit gone? Oh, damn it.
Not again. Right, anyway. So we'll be back next week, guys. We'll be back next Sunday around 7ish or sorts with more guests and more happy fun times. And it'll be hosted by Stego next week. Happy. So, thank you for joining us. See you later. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.